So we left you telling that we are going to get some more information in. We have ArcoLinux. Maybe we can actually install new fetch so you know. So it's a clean ArcoLinux installation that we've done. And this is what it looks like. Now, the way it looks at this point in time, it's usable. This is the code, this is auto start. We still need to fix the panel and stuff like that, but I'm not gonna invest more time into it than what I've done in the video. And in here, we see here possibility, already atoms installed, pigments installed, so you can read the colors. You can, well, the hexadecimal code is actually viewable. We've changed some colors around. This is red, so the active one is red, and the non-active is green. That we have changed in the video before this. But now we told, okay, let's get our ArcoLinux stuff in, because this is really a little bit dreary, and it also means that we have to remake, rewrite all the things we've done in the past days and weeks. So yes, we need to get this stuff in. So this is what we call, let's get the spices of ArcoLinux. That's a good word to Google or to find on YouTube, mainly adding the spices of ArcoLinux to any ArcoLinux. So you do a clean installation with the ISO of ArcoLinux and then deciding to get some packages in. That's the point of the video. All right, what do? We're gonna get rid of this. Super Shift Q. Do you want to save the changes? Yes, save it for me. Okay, save and save. And I suppose let's do cancel. Not close all tabs, and don't save. And I want to quit, my friend. Come on, losing time here. Okay, so we are back at the terminal. And we need stuff from ArcoLinux. Well, the GitHubs are available for everybody. We are going to git clone https github.com ArcoLinux D. The ArcoLinux D ISO is the one that comes closest to the ArcoLinux ISO, in the sense that we're skipping the complete manual partitioning and all that, but it will put you back into something black, where you have a terminal and where you need to run scripts or type commands in to get things going. So that's, well, more or less what it is. ArcoLinux D is a small minimal ISO, and afterwards you can actually get the scripts for any of our 15, you heard it right, desktops, meaning Awesome is there, BSPWM is there, Mate is there, KDE or Plasma is there, there is Qtile, there is Xmonad, there are so many. So we have also now Herbstluftwm. Git command not found, fine, then we install it. This is really a clean installation of Arch. Oops. Yes, please. That's installed, and then we're doing it again. So with arrow up, it's interesting to know, arrow up, you don't need to retype it again, enter, and we have it. What do we have? We have a folder, CD, inside the folder, and we have a bunch of scripts, and the coloring is a little bit alt for me, but doesn't matter. So it's all executable. You see all the X's in there, a lot of X's, so you can execute this stuff. Now there is a folder in there that says the Arch way. That's for people who are going to phase 5, saying, okay, done, I've learned our ArcoLinux, the big ISO, XFCE, great, open box, fine, i3, maybe not my thing. Moved on to phase 2 and discovering the ArcoLinux D with XFCE, just with that. But in phase 3 we had Awesome, we had Plasma, we had so many other desktops. In phase 4 we're gonna build it, and phase 5, that's this one. That you say, okay, forgetting about ArcoLinux, going to ArcoLinux, and then Well, if you want, you can always get the spices in, and that's what we are doing right now. cd the archway. If you go inside that folder, you have the keys to import, add key servers for key importing, trust keys, add ArcoLinux repo to Pacman, install software for ArcoLinux users in bash rc, and create an auto-login group to be able to auto-login. So things that were missing, the things that ArcoLinux has that were missing now, that's what's in here. We need to be able to trust the key. Every package of ArcoLinux is signed. So that's the first thing we need to do. And everything looks okay, no error messages. The second one is to trust the key. Okay, this might take long, so don't think it's broken or anything. Sometimes at this point in time, this is super fast. I'm very glad. In the video, it's super fast, but it happens that you are waiting and you say, I'm gonna reboot or I'm gonna retry or anything. It depends on the workload of the key servers at that point in time. Anyway, that's done. Great, super. Add ArcoLinux repo to pacman.conf. There is a very important file in your system. That's this one. There is of course no mention of ArcoLinux. Of course, this is this is Arch. So the core, the extra, and in the video prior to this one, we have activated the multilib. So underneath here, we'll add our own repos. So number 30 is just a way to avoid a lot of typing. Okay. Now it says for ArcoLinux repo testing is not active, but it's there if you want it, and the repo, and then the repo third party, and the repo for our wallpapers, and that's it. Ctrl X. So we've added this, and maybe you see it in the middle here. You see it here. We have now all the repos. This is the signing, so this does not count. That's the signature. So repo third party, repo submigrant. That's 3 repos. Okay. ls. 40. Install software ArcoLinux uses in bash rc. We have a big bash rc. I get that. A lot of things have came up and we have been added in the past. And yes, so we depend on Reflector, we depend on YouTube download I see here, but there are other things as well. We depend on Reflector, yes, HWinfo, xpack, that's the one I was thinking about. So we have this command rip that's going to use xpack and stuff like that. So that's the whole, if you're going to import bash rc, our bash rc, if you're used to it, working for years on ArcoLinux, yeah, you want to have the same aliases again. So that's the software to run the aliases. And if you want to auto login later on, which definitely I want to do, then you can do this and you create a group. Group has been created. Now we can run script 800 to auto login. So cd, they are pointing to this one, 800 auto login version 3. So depending on the system you're on, you can actually run stuff. Is this time for me to reboot? I'm thinking. Will that show us anything? No, it won't show us anything yet. So let's keep going. We have these use all cores, that's interesting. The display manager in the desktop, that's something we have already. We have a display manager, LightDM, we have the desktop, Herbstluftwm. Sound, we can install the sound. So we have a script for the sound. If you say, no, I'm gonna do it without all these scripts from ArcoLinux, that's great. What would you really need then? The question is, I think you're gonna need 400 since it's distro specific, and 500 and 600. I think that's probably gonna be the minimal for it to work, so let's try it out. It's for me also trial and error. Some of the things in 400 already I see you don't need to install them, it's just GTOP and stuff like that. It's just fun, but it's not really necessary. You can skip things or delete things here, but that's up to you. The scripts are there for you for your ease and your comfort, but reuse them, rewrite them. So 500. What we're definitely gonna need is 600, because that's the one from ArcoLinux. Those are the packages from ArcoLinux. There's a problem, it seems. Oh yeah, so he wants to go for yay, and yay is not installed. So yay, not found. Tryzen, not found. There is nothing that's gonna help us. Those are AOR helpers. But since we do have now the repos of ArcoLinux, I can say install me yay. That's it. Yay is installed. So if I rerun number 500, it's going to find yay, and then everything is going to be installed. So that's a super easy thing, of course. Otherwise you had to build yay and all that, download it and blah blah blah. No, it's already on the repo of ArcoLinux. Just install it. Sudo pacman -s yay. That's where it's coming from. And then AOR is within your grasp, so to speak. This is Polybar building. That's gonna take a while, so I'm gonna pause the video here. I just saw something that I can explain in the meantime while this is working. We have the, if we do Control T, no, that's not working here. Super return, I guess. No, that's the wrong machine here. Super return. Now it's already finished here. Checking available disk space. Yes, okay. Yeah. So let's kickstart number 600 and then explain what I intend to do. So packages of ArcoLinux are being installed as we speak to the left. If we go to cd arco Herbstluft, oh yeah, I know what's happening there. In here, we're thanks to actually a tip of a user, we've made a new script for this one, number 000 version 3. If I do a git pull, I've just pushed it to the net, then people will see it immediately. We have now version 4. So that's why I did not run it earlier on, because I should have, because Polybar will build faster now. It's going to use how many cores? 4 cores. So that's great. That's 4 times as fast, let's say. Instead of 1, 4. So we have this new script. You see version 4 here and version 3. It's just an interesting fact to know that you can pull information from the internet after a month's time, after a lot of experimenting and tweaking and theming and all that. You can push to the net and pull from the net and see what changed on the ArcoLinux GitHub. Okay, that being said, let's fix this one. So we started with ArchLinux, and ArchLinux has this LightDM GTK greeter, but we have the ArcoLinux LightDM GTK greeter. Well, there can be only one, and that's what he's saying. He's saying this file is owned by something else, the LightDM GTK greeter. You can't override files from somebody else. That's a good thing, right? It's a protection. So I'm gonna say, okay, fine, remove me then the LightDM GTK greeter and also the LightDM GTK greeter settings. When I do that and I rerun my scripts, there is no conflict of interest, there is no overwriting of files. It's our files that are going to rule, and the other ones are gone. So these things happen from time to time. We see that. So just read the message and decide to remove one in favor of the other, and that's it. Like for instance, installing NeoFetch or NeoFetch Git, and it's going to say, remove this one, install that one. The only thing you have to say is yes, but just came in a bunch of lines, but basically it's the same thing. Remove the one before the other. All right, I guess this should be the minimal thing I want to see myself. So 700 is fonts, auto login not necessary, and all the rest is not necessary. Did I run 400? Okay, 400 from 500, 600. Okay, let's try and reboot and see what happens. If we have already some spices of ArcoLinux. First off, it should be nice to see. It is nice to see, although we don't have Arc theme, and Arc theme makes this black, and we don't have an icon here. But basically it's nice, right? It has a wallpaper, and we have the same button up here. Look at that, we have i3 for some odd reason. And let's log in. And that's more like it. So this is Ctrl-Alt-T. It's not working. Super T is not working. Oh yeah, of course. What's so specific about ArcoLinux is the scal. Yes, etc scal. Totally forgot about that. So we need to go to a terminal. The terminal is still super return. No, that's gone. Is alt return, and that's gone too. So I'm gonna go to T2I, Control F3. And everything that's installed that's going to make up Herbstluftwm is inside etc scal. Everything is in here. Okay, so we need to get that stuff to our own place, which, let's see if we have the bash or C. Is this us? No, this is not us, our bash RC. So let's see the nano bash RC. This is, no, that's the wrong one. Control X. I need to type dot bash RC, I suppose. So this is the one that's working now. None of my aliases are in here, nothing. So fine, great. Now what I'll do this, so you see what's happening. We need to bash RC latest to become the bash RC. So we can copy or move. We can copy the bash RC, bash RC latest to bash RC, right? If we open the bash RC, whoa, what happened? Okay, typo. We copy the content of the bash RC latest to the bash RC. Okay, that looks okay. Fine, super. So Control X, we're gonna source it again. So the bash RC is loaded. Load me bash RC. Okay, there he is. So Control T. We need to fix that. Brip is working, and so on and so on and so on. So all the stuff like update should be working. Upall is working. Okay, so these elements are all working. Going to for a sudo reboot. Now I guess to be using all my shortcuts, I still need a lot of software. So we have chosen to go for Polybar. One of the first things I would like to figure out is, well, the message up here is because we have not installed Pulse Audio and all that, so sound is not installed, so you get this strange message up here, but that's okay. I can't do this, I can't do that. I can't get to a terminal in this place, and that's the main disadvantage we have. Thinking why and how. Okay, cancel. Let's have a look together. Oops. I do that from time to time. So right control F3 for instance in TTY. Let's see what happens. So we have done the bash RC, that's great. That means I can do the scal. That's of course something I forgot. Eric, you were talking about etc scal. The content of etc scal has now been copied over, and now we can have our sudo reboot. That's all we needed to do. The bash RC to get our, well, because we needed our aliases, and the other one to copy paste everything over. And Ctrl T. It's not working. It's not working. It's not working. Why? My brain needs to say what's going on. Still need to install the snow cursor I see and all that. But Super Shift R, reloading everything, Ctrl T. For some reason that's not working. Now I don't have Tuner installed. I would like to have Tuner, please, so I can actually have a look at the folders. Where are my folders? Ah, Tuner is installed. Now I am at a loss. When I want to go back graphical, I use Ctrl F7, and then it's back here. Okay. Oh. All right, we have this. Yeah. Oh my God, of course. Now we've chosen to go for it says here somewhere key bindings are in config or sxhqd. So the idea is that we have a file, separate application that's going to get our key bindings. So all my Ctrl-Alt-T stuff is not here. It's just isn't here. It used to be here, but I decided to go for something else. So it used to be this one you see here, and prior of the video here we have told here termite, you see, but we decided otherwise. So of course my keyboard shortcuts aren't working. Minus S, S, X, HQD something. Yep, that's it. The config file is there, but the rest is not there. So Ctrl F7, not sure if it's now gonna work. I suppose not. I suppose a reload maybe is in order, and things are looking up. So it is working again. The icons have not been installed, so let's get yay keyboard as well, like this. Sudo minus S, and then no, I don't think it's from, it is from AOR. I think it's screen key git, that's the good one. And if we install that one, you guys actually see what I'm doing. Now Rofi is not installed either. -s Rofi. Is it Rofi like this? Yep. And sudo pacman -s dmenu is not installed. Let's see if it's gonna work. So there's my dmenu, super F11, super F12. I wanted to launch, what was I installing? Was I thinking? Screen key. So super F12, screen key. That's on here. Doesn't have an icon, unknown to the system. But anyway, when I press Ctrl Alt T, you see at least what I'm doing. Super Q is working. Super Q, Super Q, Super Shift Return. Ctrl Alt T, moving around with all these things. It's not transparent. Compton was not installed. Oh, it is installed. For some reason it's not installed, it's not transparent. Then you go to Ctrl H, you go to config, you go to Herbstluft. Would be a nice thing if we had some nicer icons. That's that. In the meantime, we go to Herbstluftwm, Compton. Atom is probably going to say, oh, I'm gonna do that work. Super full screen, make it bigger. Control find, then we go for virtual, oh, without a Q, virtual synchronization, blah, blah, blah. This breaks transparency in VirtualBox. Put a hashtag in front of it. Save. That was it. We have saved it. Ctrl S for one more time. Ctrl Super Q to quit. Compton to relaunch. What was the keyboard shortcut again to relaunch? It's in here. All the keyboard shortcuts are in here. Ctrl find Compton. Ctrl Alt O. Ctrl Alt O. Ctrl Alt O. And see if it works. Or do I need to log out, log in? Would find it strange. I need to log in. Let's try anyway. No, we need to log in and log out. Fine. Anyway, Compton is loaded. It's transparent. It looks nice. It looks awesome. And it's faster, of course, if you get scripts and settings from others. It's less in learning. So if you want to learn from scratch, well, let's say take a few days off before you finally get to something that's workable and usable as a desktop environment. But it's certainly worth it. I'm wondering again why this is happening to me. So there's still stuff to iron out. That's the advantage of installing everything from ArcoLinux D or from ArcoLinux B. Then everything is of course working. And I have to think really hard, why again have I now problems with my keyboard shortcuts? Restart. Why would it be a problem? But anyway, it's a big step, big leap forward if you get in the spices. And basically, probably, we're gonna need to install everything, every last script that we have used here, because it seems that my Super Q is AZERTY, you see. That's my problem. And now I can Super Q it. Basically AZERTY and QWERTY problem. Q and an A. But all the rest is just fine. Control Alt, what is installed? Vivaldi is not installed. Control Alt V, Control Alt F, Firefox is not installed, and so on and so on. Control Alt U, not installed yet. P, PAMAC is not installed. Not installed. So a lot of information, a lot of things still need to be installed. But it's up to you then to see what you like and get this one here and get that one here. Those are ruling your system. So all the keyboard shortcuts will work if you install your applications. So Vivaldi, Super 1, Atom, Inkscape, GIMP, VLC, Tuner, Super F8 should be working. Voila, Super F8, Tuner is installed. Super F11 with installed Rofi. Super F12 works. Super X not installed. Yeah, we did install it. Oh yeah, that's in the scripts. The ArcoLinux scripts. Powerful Control not installed yet. The sound Super V, no sound. Super Return, Termite is there. Now we don't have the fonts, so it's a little bit awkward. It's a little bit awkward. But it's okay. If it's okay for you, it's okay for me. I mean, it's still. Here's the D menu, Super Shift D. We've installed SXHQD, Super Shift S. We've reloaded the keys. The con keys if you want them. Catfish, not installed yet. Content toggle. Stuff like that. So you go over everything, every detail. That's one thing to go over, and the other thing to go over is how to start. These guys are from the old settings, from copy paste from XDG. So that's trying to launch DZen, and we've opted to go for Polybar. That's a Polybar. So if you want to do that, that's your homework, so to speak. And here's another restart panels, which we don't use. So these guys can go out of the door, delete it, because it's all in here. There are some scripts in here: content toggle, set a firewall, set screen resolution. This is this is not even used, but it's just there for you to help if you have problems in VirtualBox. So content toggle is used, and the firewall is a kind of coloring scheme you can have if you like something different. Don't save. Alright, that's it. Content Config is working, and the system overview is a conky to help you to start with everything, and the wall is there if you would like a wall. But I wonder if I have software installed. I do have something anyway. I wonder what software this is. This is the wall. Might be Fey or something, I don't know. We can actually have a look. I do want to know. So Xprop, is that installed? Click. This is Fey. Here it is. So that's Fey opening up a wallpaper. So that's installed already. And Variety is probably there as well. Not sure if it's already installed. Probably not. Sudo pacman -s Variety. The wallpapers of ArcoLinux are there. You see them already. Yep, and there he is. There's a tip in here for you. It doesn't move one bit. So if that happens, was it -D or something? No, doesn't like that. Like demonize or something. Let's do it like so. Variety launch. So the tip is wallpaper selector is just fine on tiny window managers. Make it sure it's bigger. Super F full screen, and I can indeed go over them. And I'll take the very last newest, and this is the newest member of our wallpapers, and end with that. All right, so a lot of theming and tweaking still to do. It's all up to you. This is how you get the spices in from ArcoLinux into your Arch Linux system. Last thing I'll do, neofetch. This is a Arch Linux system, guys. All right, enjoy.